Hey, what is going on guys? So today, we're going to be checking out the Greenleaf Studios Resident Evil 4 Ada Wong 1/4 scale statue. Guys, this is a really amazing statue. This is probably my favorite statue that I've seen out of all these GK resin statues. It just looks to be absolutely incredible. So thank you guys so much for taking the time to check out this video. If you guys want to stay up to date with the latest statue and figure news and updates, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a suggestion in the comments below for what video you guys want to see next. And so my question for this video, who are your top 3 favorite characters in the Resident Evil franchise? Let me know in the comments below. And so as for the release date of the statue, it's going to be sometime around December 2020 to February 2021. It seems like these high-end statues always have such a long waiting period, but I mean this is pretty standard waiting time. So before I begin, I just want to mention that there's 2 versions of the statue. So we had the first version of the statue, which was the GLS 006. So this was the very first version ever released. And we have the GLS 007, which is the second version of the statue. In case you're wondering why there's 2 versions made of the statue, basically the first version was in such high demand that they decided to make a second version. If you look at their Facebook page, it explains it in a lot more detail, so I'll add a screenshot of the post in case you guys want to read it. So yeah, feel free to pause on the video if you guys want to read that. Okay, so basically there's quite a big difference between these 2 statues, which I'm going to try to explain to you guys. The GLS 006 is a lot different from the second version. So this statue has a cast-off feature, which means that you can remove the clothing on the statue. And also the clothing is completely made out of fabric, which is really insane. I've never seen any GK resin statue with real fabric materials, so I'm just so impressed with this statue. I love the pose, I love the sculpting, I love the paint job, just everything about the statue is absolutely top notch. Okay, so this first version is completely sold out. I mean, this statue sold out in like a matter of hours, which is really insane. I've never seen any statue sell out so fast before. And as you can see, it's also super limited. So it was limited to 399 pieces worldwide, which is a pretty low number. And I didn't pre-order this edition in time. I was so disappointed that I couldn't get my hands on this version 1 of the statue. But luckily, as mentioned before, they released the GLS 007, and thankfully I actually managed to pre-order this version, which I'm so happy. Now there is quite a big difference on this second version, so you guys may be disappointed with the second version, but the main differences on the statue is that the clothing is not removable, there's no cast-off feature on the statue, and the clothing itself is completely made out of resin. It's not made of fabric like the first version. So yeah, that's a very big difference, but I'm just happy that I got to pre-order this thing. It also seems like there's no patterns on the clothing either, which once again is a very big difference. So I hope that I've done a good job at explaining the differences on these 2 statues. It's kind of complicated to explain, but I hope you guys understand the differences on these 2 versions. If you guys have any questions on the statue, then just feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll try my best to answer it for you guys. As you can see on the version 1, you can see all these patterns on the dress, which as I mentioned before, these patterns aren't on version 2. And you can see the holster for the handgun at the leg piece. And as you can see, she's holding the sniper rifle. I think it would be super cool if the statue came with interchangeable weapons like the crossbow. I think that would be such a nice touch, but from what we can see here, it seems like the statue only comes with the sniper rifle. And I also quite like the display base. It seems to be very similar to the Claire Redfield statue, which Greenleaf Studios also made a couple months ago. Yeah, the bases seem to be very similar. Looking at the statues side by side, I think it's actually a nice touch that the statues match. And here's a look at the head sculpt. I just love the head sculpt so much. I think it's kind of like a mixture of Ada Wong from Resident Evil 4 and Ada Wong from Resident Evil 6. I think it's like a hybrid between the 2 designs. And of course we have the cast-off feature, which I do apologize because I cannot show these images. Otherwise this video will probably get taken down, so I can't risk showing these images. But I mean, if you guys want to see these images, then just search up the statue. It's pretty easy to find. I just love the skin tone and all the paint jobs in there. It looks quite realistic, so I think they've done a great job here. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this statue and if you're going to pick it up. And as I mentioned before, I've actually got the statue on pre-order, so once it arrives, I will be sure to do an unboxing review of it for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, Be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos. Take care, stay safe, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Alright, take it easy guys.